We are Legion.
We are all.
We are one.
We are
Watching.
Party but not nutty.
Hey folks, how you doing? It's Greg, and I'm here as always with my lovely, talented wife. I always say you're lovely and talented. Do you like that compliment? Doesn't bother you. You haven't gone, don't say I'm lovely and talented.
I'll allow it.
Oh, you'll allow it. Okay, my lovely and talented, beautiful bride. You hate that one.
I don't like that creepy.
That one she doesn't like. It's creepy.
After 20 years, that's creepy.
My bride. That's Padme1138 here, and today we have a new guest with us. It is, I'm going to say this right, Ajamarie. Oh, Ajamarie.
Ajamarie.
There
yes.
you are. I knew how to say it.
Here I am.
Be an idiot. And I did it. I fucking pulled it off. How are you today?
I'm good. I will say, everyone, please excuse my teeth. I had a partial break in the middle of a pandemic, so we're working with that. But otherwise, doing fantastic.
As things will
Got
during
my boards.
the pandemic. You know, you're complaining about your teeth. Hey, I don't know if you heard about our toaster situation last week.
I did.
Goddamn sick.
I've one up.
You know,
Yeah,
we
I've
made
got
it through. Made it through. The new toaster's performing well. Let the healing.
everything.
I still haven't
Society's
solved
breaking
this.
down. It's all.
I still have this spatula situation I'm working through.
Spatula.
But you know, there's another one coming. I ordered a different one again. So now I'm going to have two spatulas. I can dual.
There you go.
Tune in a month from now when we have 50 different spatulas.
50 fucking spatulas. No, and you know, if things continue to break down at the rate they are, these spatulas are probably going to come in handy. I mean,
You're gonna have to build a new place out of them or something.
Yeah,
I'll
we're
trade
the only
you-
people on the
I've got a
street that are going to
broken washing
survive.
machine.
We have enough spatulas.
Yeah, I've got the washing machine and then the oven, and then my teeth all broke. So it's been good.
Well, at least you still have your spatulas.
At least I still have my spatulas. Our toaster works fine.
There you go. See, 1,000 right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's been a wild week. As always, shit happens as soon as we finish recording.
Right.
Every time, literally, as soon as we get done recording, I get the thing cut together, I upload it. Ha, let's go on with our lives. And then some other catastrophe happens immediately. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, I thought the exact same thing last week. I was like, of course, like that they just finished recording, and there's an ATM in Star Wars Card Trader just spitting out
$1 bills. It was fantastic. Yeah. So we'll get to that later on. A little foreshadowing, as per usual. Yeah. We love that foreshadowing. So it has been a weird week, and some strange stuff going on. And we'll start out in the world of blockchain, which they were supposed to have the Garbage Pail Kids Series 2 was supposed to launch on, I believe, the 8th or the 9th. I don't remember.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter because they said, nope, we're not. And we're not going to do it. And we're pushing that back for whatever reason. I did see some tweets from Tops G or Wax.io to a really absolutely savage, like beatdown post on some company that does, credit card, something to do with creded card transactions. Yeah. So I think that they were having a problem with whoever was in charge of their credit.
Well, that makes sense.
Is this the thing?
Still, I mean, isn't
the what you call it? The Tiger King crap.
Tiger King crap.
Did you see the thing on the news today that they found a pit with human bones in it? Apparently.
Where?
What?
At his zoo.
Oh shit! They may have to push that shit back again.
Oh, that might be a bad news set there. That's
wow.
In his zoo and not in Carol's.
That's where Carol's
husband.
Carol's husband.
Maybe that's why he was trying to take all the attention off of him, and he was like, Carol killed her husband, and it was really him.
Wow, that'd be fucking wild. That would be wild. Well, stay tuned for that. So their new date is supposed to be July 14th.
Bastille Day.
Is that Bastille Day?
Yes.
Okay, cool. What do we do on Bastille Day? Can I drink something
We
special for it?
Nowadays, we pretend that we're French because
There we go.
we do now. So
We drink. I'll
we used
drink
to make
fancy
fun of 'em,
wine.
but-
I'll drink fancy wine.
okay, we'll drink wine.
Fancy wine.
Wine
It has
and
to be
garbage pail
fancy
kids.
wine, or it's not French enough.
You just call it le wine.
Le wine. There you go. Got a little mustache on your
And
face.
Yeah, a little mustache, le wine.
Oh, I want a little mustache.
No,
I want it now. I want it now. I don't want to wait till Bastille Day. It's going to be so. So
Now you have
looking
to.
forward to that. And then they had that fucking Top Shot thing continues to piss me off. I need to go and just like mark it as spam and stop seeing it because I keep getting notifications. Oh, you can go ahead and buy so and so, and then I go to buy it. No, I can't.
No.
There's no sign of where a store is in that thing or anything.
I looked as well and I couldn't find anything and got fed up with it really fast. I don't care enough about it. Like, you know, at least the Garbage Pail Kids, I like the property. It'll be something that I'll be interested in, you know, other than the Tiger King. But Garbage Pail Kids I like, so I'm kind of waiting on that. But that other one's just, you're going to run me around so much, like I'm going to lose interest real fucking fast.
I want to
Like,
do I want that Shatner one, the Shatner memorabilia.
I saw that.
I'm super
I
hyped
collected
about
shit
that
out of
one.
Shatner.
I want that one, and hopefully it's going to be an easy method of you know, buying. So
Yeah, I just want to give them my card. I don't want to have to buy Bitcoins first. I don't want to have to set up 14 different accounts to buy a currency to turn into another. Yeah, just take my card.
My frustration with this entire thing is that it's so opaque and it's so techy and it's so insider, and it's just like, guys, it's going to stay that way unless you figure out a way to make this deliverable easily to imbeciles like myself.
Right? Exactly. If I
be a
can't
litmus
figure it
test.
out, like, it's too hard. It's too hard. If I'm having a hard time with it, then you're not doing it right. You're not going to get people to do it. The people that want to throw money at you, like, I can't do it. So
there should be brackets. If Greg can't figure it out and Ajamarie can't figure it out, then there's no way. You got smart people over here. You got dumb idiot Greg over here, and it's not. So they're not getting any of my money so far. So I'm looking forward to the Shatner thing, and hopefully that'll be easy. The Wax IO GPK was a piece of cake. Just go in. Here's my credit card. Oh, here's your packs. Fantastic.
Yeah. I missed that one by a day.
Well, I expect, even though I'm not hype about the property, it'll still be a quick sellout. I think a lot of speculators are going to go in that real hard. I am not. I might buy literally like one $5 pack and not open it. I think it would just be cool to have an unopened pack of that. Because that stuff, boy, you want to talk about generating guaranteed value. A $5.
Yeah, no, it's been insane watching what those go for, and I've been kicking myself since. Like, oh my God, I should have done whatever and gotten in on that.
Well, I mean, a $5 pack, a regular $5 pack of the first GPK goes for around $75 now.
Oh.
So, and I still have one. I still have an open pack that I bought. I won it in a contest. I won a contest.
You won a contest.
I know, it's crazy. Oh, I won a contest. So yeah, that was a while ago though. So, but I still feel super triumphant. So before we went on, Ajamarie, I was talking to you, and you mentioned that you were actually on Quidd last night.
I was.
I don't even know how long, right?
I check in once in a while, just to see all the nothing to do there. And then, I don't know, last night they do a Future Friday post, which is funny because they don't have much of a future.
I don't think so, yeah.
You know, they make a feed post, kind of tell everybody what new features they're adding that nobody wants and not addressing all the big problems.
Oh, so they're bringing back trading?
No, they said never, ever, ever. But the CEO, you know, Michael Bramlage, gets in there and talks to everyone. Well, he got bombarded with a bunch of OG users last night, just kind of going off on why not having trading is such a terrible idea, and why the community was so good at one point and why it's so terrible now. He confirmed that they've already lost Disney. They've lost just about everything. He confirmed that they have Marvel just until September of 2021. I was like, are you adding new properties? What is going on? They're like, oh yeah, real money. We're going to be adding new licenses. And no, we're never bringing back trading. And we kind of explained to him, like, you are gearing this app towards the way that like a business person would want to entertain themselves instead of how collectors want to entertain themselves. You had it right before, you know, the community, the community kind of, things happened organically with trading, and the community put value on things as they saw fit in the way that they collect. And then this whole selling thing, it's like having an eBay store, and nobody fucking likes that. It's not fun. Like, what is the point of it? And he was just like, oh, good point, everyone. And then I went to bed.
Boy, let me go back to doing whatever the hell I
let's
want
hear
to.
some checklists. Here's it's terrible.
Well, September 2021, that's a pretty good stretch. I mean, I'm
I'm
surprised to hear that date. I would have hoped they'd lose a big property like that sooner, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, honestly, I thought it had
quite
to
a
be right
while.
on the heels of Disney, because they just lost Disney. And with Topps having those, you know, nobody needs Marvel on Quidd anymore. We have Marvel through Topps, and they do it better. So they must have had some sort of contract in place prior to that for that amount of time, in order to still have it. But they're down to like Valiant, Sanrio, Trek, and Marvel right now. That's all they can release new stuff for. It's literally a just ghost town.
Well, plus their public domain.
Their public domain, yeah, that nonsense. It's gonna be, it is absolute garbage. There's nothing to do. There's nobody there.
Right. Yeah. I actually went in a couple weeks ago, and I hadn't opened it in quite a while. I had to log in again and change my password and all this again. But I go in and I look at my old listings that had expired. And one of the things that they've added is that you can go to your old expired and you can just relist, bam, 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 real quick.
Yeah.
Really. So I relisted a whole shitload of stuff that I had sold a while, tried to sell a while back. And then I forget about it. Go back a week later. Did I sell one thing? Not one thing sold.
No.
And some of the stuff I was listing was really low count shit,
Yeah.
It was some good shit, some old holograms and some pulps and shit like that. Some of the stuff that was like, really popular, and some really low count pops and stuff like that. Nothing. Not a bite.
No.
Nothing. Just cobwebs and crickets over there, man.
No, nobody's got any coins, and there's nothing to collect. Like they're releasing new Valiant stuff, and that's my shit right there. I love Valiant, and even new Valiant stuff hasn't been enough for me to bother going in and making listings and trying to sell anything, or it's just like, whatever. My son goes in there and sells stuff off to a few of his friends for cheap. He's been going in, and he has friends that he talks to outside of the app that he's contacted and gone, okay, do you want to buy some of my good stuff? Because I don't give a shit about this anymore. And that's it. That's yeah. Tell us all about how it's not a doomsday sign that you're losing all these things.
I actually saw a post from somebody in one of the Quidd Facebook groups saying, hey, I'm selling 500,000 coins for 10 bucks. And immediately some smart ass is like, you're going to get banned. That's against TOS. And I'm like, plus, who the fuck's going to give you $10 for fucking Quidd coins? They're not worth anything. They have no value there because nobody uses that app. Nothing in there is happening. So
that's why it cracks me up when he talks about, we're going to have real money brought in here soon. Soon you can sell your stuff for real money. Who's going to be buying that? Like,
right. If they won't buy it for fake coins, why the fuck would they buy it for real money?
Yeah, nobody's going to do that. Like, I don't know what market he thinks he's got for that. Like, he just heard the blockchain buzzword and was like, we can blockchain this.
They could. If they had some kind of way that they could tie all the stuff that they have in Quidd to a blockchain somehow, they might actually be able to ride a little hype wave and do something with that and turn it into real money. But judging by how fucking stupid they are and have been all along, the chances of them pulling something that complicated off are like nil. Absolutely.
Yeah. I don't know how it's going to work out
at all. They are imbeciles.
Yeah.
And that's all for Quidd. Let's move on. Fuck Quidd, and we're moving right along to the physical world of Disney Collect. Because I'm tired of Quidd, and I wish they'd stop existing as an entity in the world. I hate them. I don't know if folks have realized how much I don't like Quidd.
How do you feel about Quidd?
I don't like them.
You
Don't care
you
for
sure? Could you elaborate? I hate them.
You know, all their failures are deserved. They're self-inflicted wounds every step of the way.
Exactly.
As much as we get pissed off at Tops and the stupid things that they do,
No,
and how they don't seem to listen to the community at all, Quidd is like, hold my fucking beer, man. Watch me
above
go.
and beyond.
I'm
Like,
gonna
how do you
fucking
take an idea that good
never
and just
even
run it
imagine they could be ruined.
around?
Yep.
So,
So
Magical World of Disney Collect.
I did a set in Disney.
Did you? What did you
I
do in
did.
Disney Collect?
I did that 4th of July base they had.
Yep.
The fireworks.
Oh, those were cute. Yeah,
Yeah.
those were pretty. I just pulled a couple of them just because I liked the effect. They were.
I had so many coins. I was like,
Not anymore.
I still have like 200K.
That's less than me. I've got like, oh God, I must have about 650K saved up again. I always wait for that old man set, and that wasn't it.
But it's
I
funny,
like fireworks.
On the
funny
base.
because I haven't done anything in there so long that just like opening up any pack is like new card, and it's like face or
You're
something.
getting the bonus every pack you open. That's great. Well, I don't like fireworks because they keep me awake, and I can't hear Judge Judy. Trying to watch my Judge Judy, and all these fire flash crackers are going off all over the neighborhood. Goddamn idiots shooting money into the sky.
They're still going off in my neighborhood. They haven't. The people behind me still haven't run out. Like, they've been shooting them every night.
You're in Georgia, right?
Yeah.
Which is closer to South Carolina, so you can get go up and get all the primo.
Yeah.
There
Yeah. Oh, they
doesn't seem
did.
to be any law here anymore.
There is no
because
law.
they fire, you know, those huge mortar ones.
Yeah.
Boom, fucking boom. Like, where did they get those? Where?
Yeah. It really sounded like cannons.
Yeah,
Like,
I
I
don't
swear
think
my
they get those
neighbors
at
have
that little
cannons.
roadside tent by Walmart. I don't think that's what. I don't think they carry that caliber of fucking artillery. It's crazy. But I think they finally run out in our neighborhood. Well, they had a new select. I'm always bitching because I always miss the selects and how many am I behind and stuff like that. And they had a new select, which I pulled a couple extras and I tried to trade back. I was missing like 11 and 12.
Mm-hmm.
And for whatever reason, man, nobody was trading those for nothing. And everybody, you know, you say, hey, I've got this, I'm looking for this. And everybody just goes, well, I'm going to do whatever I want. And I'm going to go through your cabinets and I'm going to look in your medicine cabinet in the bathroom, get down in your bed. I'm going to pee. I'm going to do whatever I want. These people are morons. Drive me crazy over there. So
yeah, I don't like to post the trade feed there at all. I have a few people that I specifically trade with that I will send trades to. So I know you. You're not an idiot. I'll do it that way because every time I post anything, it's like, please stop. Just why did I do this?
I feel like a lot of the people that we have in Star Wars that do that same thing come from there. They just go, oh, it says that kid that was like, I came here from Disney Collect. I thought I could have a good time. But I guess it's over now.
This is hard.
But I tried to do that and I had no luck. And then finally I had I had a couple of dupe VIPs because there was a couple of months, the 100 Acre Wood cards, you know. And let's go for like $4 or $5. I didn't really feel it, but I didn't want to go and spend 99 cents on eBay even for their select. And since I had them and they were free just for being an idiot spending money, I just said I'm trading this one or this one for these two that I need. And some very nice person came at me and said, perfect. I'm always trying to get a dupe set for my kid, and I don't care about your backstory, whatever. Just give me the cards I need. You take the card. I don't need this, you know, oh, Bobby's going to be so happy earlier. And now he's got this card, so yay.
No more posting in the feed about how sad he is.
Right, yeah, no. I don't think I've seen a cancer kid in Disney, but if they were ever going to do that fucking ancient scam, that would be the perfect place for it, and it would probably work like gangbusters. They'd get tons of people coming with bleeding hearts offering free cards for sick little Bobby on his trip in the hospital.
It does seem to be the new thing, people being like, it's for my kid. And I hear that one so much now over there that I'm really starting to suspect if that's like the new scam. You know?
What they might be
for
lying.
My poor child. He just wants to collect all these old cards.
Really love 2015.
He loves it so hard. Oh, Bobby. Oh, he works in the yard and mows the grass for us. Good boy. Okay, that's enough backstory about Bobby. I went fucking deep on that.
Wow.
So that was cool. So what was the award for those fireworks card?
I don't know.
Did you get it?
Oh,
Come out automatically?
I don't even remember. I didn't make a note of that.
Did
I
you
still have like
double-check and
4
make sure it
cards to
wasn't there waiting
go.
for you to claim and sets and
Oh, wow.
awards?
We'll check on that.
A lot of times base chases, they just like, as soon as you finish it, boom, here's your award. Congratulations, you're a lucky winner.
You probably have to wait 30 days on this one because that's what the sellout is on it. So
I don't know.
Disney's weird like that. They did that watch
Okay.
party too.
Where is it?
Flash crackers. Look for
Fireworks.
flash crackers. No, it didn't say. There is no award. You wasted your money and your time. Congratulations, Disney Collect.
Excellent.
So,
That sounds like Disney.
was there anything else in Disney that anybody did? Anybody else do anything?
Well, they had the watch party Sunday for Frozen where they gave out a bunch of free things. I did that. I actually sat and watched Frozen 2 along with it because I had nothing else going on. I was like, okay, it's not bad for Frozen, and I got some free cards. They came out with a couple of random things. They started the Corrupt Colors daily set yesterday.
So is that another
which is-
bad guy, another villain set?
It's another villain set with a standard and then a motion. They started with Ursula yesterday, and then Dr. Facilier was Dr.
Shadow
Facilier was
Man.
yesterday, and then Ursula the day
Shadow
before.
Man.
Yeah, it took me. I collect Ursula on there kind of half-ass, so I was like, I need to get that motion. It took me almost 200K to pull a 1 in 40 on it.
Well, I
So,
hope that you
I
went
won't be
immediately
doing
to the
that.
transmission and said, these odds are bullshit.
Yeah, there's
'Cause that's-
lying. I didn't get it in 40 pulls. You're lying to me.
Everybody always does that.
Rigged.
Yeah, this
It's
is
rigged.
something's not right here, and I should get
Check the odds on this, Top.
we should get refunds immediately on this one because something's not right in my own anecdotal experience.
Yes.
Well, I
Yeah,
didn't
they
do
had.
that one. So I
Okay.
do you do the Marvel Collect? You do a lot of apps. That's why I was really happy to
I
have you
do
on.
everything. Like
Okay.
I do different things in each one. Marvel, I can't be a completionist in Marvel. It's just about impossible. Although after their diamond mishap, I've been looking on the Bay. The prices are fantastic right now on
I'll
eBay
bet.
for the full sets. Like there's no point in pulling packs on any of the sets that they've released because you can get the whole, the uncommon and the rare tier, boom, all done for like $5. So there was one that has a Moon Knight award that I was going to pick up for my kid because that's who he collects. And
Bobby,
it's for my son.
it's
my
for
boy.
my child.
All he wants is the Moon Knight. Yeah, I collect Doctor Strange there mostly. So like I pick up stuff I like, but mainly I just trade everything for Doctor Strange. They came out with the Sea Monkeys, the CMYK.
Yeah,
this
Sea Monkeys
morning.
came back last night, and there's a really cheap. I see people selling those for like $1.50 for the melds, for a whole set of the melds on my Facebook group. So I may pull the trigger on that. Although it's kind of fun to get a bunch of them in meld. Everything's
I might do it. Like there's a Doctor Strange.
Glitch. I missed the glitch, and I'm really pissed off about it.
I know.
But
I would have
obviously,
spammed that mercilessly. The way I see it, I still would have been throwing them money. So I just would have gotten more out of it.
oh, for sure. There was people that I saw at least a case of one guy who he got about $400 worth of crystals for like it was obscene how little that cost. It's sick. Somebody do the math on that. People railed big time, and I would have too. And it's funny too because what's funny is they did the exact same thing. They fucked up their crystal economy last year on July 5th. It's just like an
yearly
annual
tradition.
event. Let's just completely torch our economy on crystals every 4th of July. It's Independence Day, everybody.
Yeah, you're free from the shackles of Topps pricing on their crystals in Marvel.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, so they because it's apparently an annual event now, so they did that. And so yeah, I had a note that the Sea Monkeys had returned.
Yeah.
I didn't get in there yet. I'm still in coin save mode again. I finished that
Yeah.
canvas set, and the award came out on that, I think, yesterday. The watercolor canvas or something.
Yeah.
It was a nice looking set, but again, everyone, that was the one where I was like, huh, could they get more Black Panther in there? Black Panther lives matter, motherfuckers.
Yeah, come on now.
So,
They've had some pretty standard stuff coming out. Like they had the Captain America, that 4th of July set that had the super rare Alex Ross things that you could meld, and the super rare Alex Rosses looked really great if you like Captain America.
I do.
But
I like Captain America and I like Alex Ross, so that.
Yeah, I didn't do them just because I didn't feel. I'll get those on eBay later.
Seems to be the smart way these days. So anything else happening in the magical world of Marvel Collect that we need to bring up and mention?
Big corner box. They did it's like 30 of them at 3 per week. So we got 10 weeks of corner box coming.
Yeah, I saw that, and those are cool old cards, and I those have all been in Quidd as well. Those corner box cards.
Yeah.
They call them die cuts or something like that over there. But that's a cool design, and it's kind of a perennial favorite in the Marvel Collect app.
Yeah,
so.
I like those as well. I wish
Those
they would
used to
just
be
do them at
what-
one big whack.
Didn't those used to be like bundle only?
Yeah, they were. I don't think I even have any, or I might just have like a couple of the old corner box ones because they were really hard to get. It certainly wasn't a 3 per week coin pack sort of deal, if I remember correctly.
I want to say about $5 a pop for those.
Yeah.
I had a bunch of them, and because I was in early on Marvel Collect, and when I started selling stuff off, when I got really pissed off, man, I got some serious jack for those early corner boxes, like the Thanos one and the Black Panther one and the Venom one. Holy shit! I think I got $25-30 for that thing.
Yeah, those are pretty well sought after. I like the older sets. I'm starting to whittle away at it now with cross trades and then trading for Doctor Strange stuff. I'm whittling away more at my Marvel reserves than I probably ought to, but
yeah, I keep selling stuff off, when I can. The old DB or whatever, the guy, the old Diesel. What's the guy in our,
old B Diesel.
Yeah, he's in our group, and every once in a while he peruses my stat and goes, "Hey, you want to sell these?" I'm like, well, I like money, and watch me go buy some more reflections with those.
Yeah,
because you got to have more reflections. So, do you do NeonMob?
Oh God, yes, I am a pro on NeonMob. As a matter
Really?
of fact.
So you're a subscriber as well?
Yeah, I love it. It's there's something really nice about waking up in the morning and having 12 packs waiting for you, and then opening a pack and then getting the 3 more free packs you get every day. It's made a huge difference in how fast I'm able to complete sets. Like I've already finished most of the looking at my notes. Most of the newer sets, like I've finished out. Hey, come on, Asia. A lot. I finished out.
There it is. A lot. I had a note there somewhere with a list of everything, and it's a lot.
I'm working on my top row is like all the new releases. I've got like Leisureland and Too Hot to Handle. Now that's Marvel. Son of a gun! Don't listen to me.
I was totally buying it. You could have just forged ahead. Now to yeah, okay, that sounds like a Marvel. I mean, a NeonMob set. I think I probably collected those too.
Lost Realms, Rainbow Doodles, Yegland Creatures, Leisureland. I've finished all those already.
I just finished Blade of the Immortal.
I finished that one already too.
That was a nice looking small set.
Yeah, it
pretty
really
easy to
was.
put together fast.
I really like the Ghouls and Ghosts Studios that just dropped. Like that's just crazy looking, like the zombie fashion designs. It was just really silly set that I like.
I didn't even look at that one. I'm a picky
funny.
asshole on NeonMob now.
Rivers Gallery came out with another one. I don't know if you've seen the
I
first
River.
River.
I started on that one.
Yeah, that one.
That's one of those art sets where like if they literally like found an old sketchbook and they're like, I'll make a digital card set out of this, because they're like, there's some pieces, a lot of it doesn't go together. I like the animal artwork and stuff like that. There's some nice artwork in there for the animal stuff, And then some of the other stuff's just kind of like, okay.
Yeah, it's like this doesn't really fit with the whole mood of it. It's got some cats in it, so anything with a cat in it.
Yeah, for sure. Well, it's funny you were talking about waking up to 12 packs waiting for you. Every morning I get up and there's a cat vomit somewhere in the house waiting for me.
I have.
That's
like,
what I have to look forward to is
I have like
pro-level
15
cat
cats, so believe me, I'm well versed in cat vomit. We
How many?
foster, So
How many cats?
15.
15 cats?
Wow.
15.
Holy shit. Well,
We
now we know
foster,
Ajamarie is a crazy cat
Crazy
woman.
cat lady. Yeah, no, it's from fostering. We just took in a bunch right around the time of the pandemic. We had some neighbors move out that were pretty irresponsible and took in a bunch of their cats that they left behind. So we've got a lot. We just kind of get them, socialized and used to people, and get them fixed and all that, and then get them on out.
Next house.
Yep.
Go to your next home, cats.
Yeah.
So, well, we always have barf around here, and my cat's an idiot. He eats too much. He's in there eating too much right now. He may make a guest appearance at sometime soon. He eats too much, and then he stands
walks through the house.
He stands around and goes, "Oh, oh, oh." And it's like, oh shit, here we go. And then he starts pumping the bellows somewhere, and it's like, okay, you cannot puke there, please. He really likes to place it so that it's on the line between one thing and another thing, so he can bridge that gap.
Especially when he can like rug and carpet.
Yeah.
Really get both layers.
Or shoe and carpet.
Oh,
or
yeah.
laundry
That's always
basket and carpet. Something and something else. He likes a combo. Get that all put together. He's a fucking idiot.
Yeah, my oldest cat Pippin kind of does the same thing. Eats until he's just too stupid. He eats until he's full, but then he'll jump up in my bed or on the couch and do like he's gonna start doing it like hold me while I vomit, mommy.
Yeah.
No.
I love you, and you can smell it on my breath. It's coming up the pipe.
He just walked past and just looked at you like, dude.
Disgust. Now he's going, okay, no. Who knows? We may get a guest appearance from Ziggy and his breakfast here in a minute.
Yeah, I had to throw mine
Anything else
out of my
happening in NeonMob that's exciting? I didn't see any coming soon sets that really jumped out at me as exciting.
No, not really. I mean, I collect, with having the Pro, I can collect almost everything that comes up that's new, and sometimes I do just to have them because I can trade for other things with it, or something to fill out my top row. There was nothing like super exciting that I remember seeing on the top row coming soon. They added something else. Not looking at my phone right now to see it. I know there's something that kind of got wedged into the middle of the coming soon that wasn't.
One of the best parts of our podcast and show is really when people spend a lot of time looking at their phone trying to find something.
Yeah.
It's riveting.
Yes.
It makes us everyone can relate in our audience. Hey, I do that too. I look at my phone.
Let's scroll through our phone.
Okay, cool.
Let's all just scroll through together, and that'll be
Scroll
exciting.
through and look at some stuff. So
Wow.
they just started a really cool event in tarot cards, which I'm really enjoying a lot. I haven't checked to see if they have a new one up yet. It's the Escape.
I know, it's so cool, and I don't have any coins right now.
Hard. Well, if you're like me, you can be really lucky that you don't have any coins because you'll pull 3 packs and then you'll get the husband and then wham, the pack goes away and you can't. It's kind of like
take care of it.
It's like one of those classic pack journeys where basically you pull for something but if you hit the dead end card, then your pack goes away and you don't get any more shots at it. And it's a daily chase. The community as a whole has to end the day with 100 of these cards minimum. At least that was the first day. It may increase.
Yeah, he said it's going to get harder.
Yeah, it may get harder. So you've got to end the day with at least 100. We ended with like 135 or something yesterday. But there's also the temptation of there's a meld available in the factory. So if you pull a multiple of these, you could meld one, but if that takes you under the line for survival, then the whole event just ends.
I think we should probably be able to do it, depending on how hard he makes it. Like I'll probably be buying some more coins to throw at it. today.
And then they're not in Pandora, which is interesting. They're
I
only in that
know.
one pack. So he's made it a little more stakes as far as the whole thing goes. So I don't see a new one up yet, but it should be coming pretty soon. It's Emily Escape. It features Eli DeGear. So that's cool. So I'm looking forward to seeing. I think there's an award at the end. So it'll probably be a nice Eli DeGear signature or something like that from Bone Hill Road. And that's still a really huge property on that app. The Bone Hill Road thing has been just amazingly popular. I think it has a lot to do with the fact that Eli DeGear is in the app.
And she's so active. Like, it's amazing. Like, she's in there all the time. So it's really cool that they've got that property, and she is really part of the community. And I know they have some of the actors come in and like have a fan appreciation card, and then they dip out.
Never see him again. Yeah, it's like they're there for 5 minutes. Oh, did I promote my movie enough? Okay, cool, bye. But she's actually into it and there all the time and trading. She hits me up for blackmailed stuff all the time. Super cool. I think she's wonderful, and I think it's so cool that she's in there and actually into it. It's probably been great for her too. I mean, everybody's locked down. Why not do something on your phone?
Exactly. It's so much fun. Like, that's why I have these apps. Like, I talk to people. I have something to do. It really is. And Tarot Cards is such a freaking great community. Like, everyone there is so awesome. And Previn makes it really fun. Like, for a little tiny app, like, he really does make it fun and interesting. Like, I love Hunting Grounds. Like, this this one is really cool as well. He does an awesome job for one dude.
Yeah, one man band. The Hunting Ground things is great. I'm really enjoying the decay base chase.
Yeah.
And that's, he does it. He just does it right. I mean, it's because he plays. He plays in Star Wars too. He's got it. We trade in Star Wars and stuff all the time. Really nice guy, but he knows what everybody is doing and finds ways to do it better in some cases. This journey chase thing he's doing here, it's kind of a letdown, it's kind of a letdown. Like I literally pulled 3 packs, husband, I'm done. But it was really cool to see everybody else in the feed, hey, come on, we got so-and-so, that group effort kind of thing, that thing is just great. He builds that, he works really hard to do it, and it pays off in a lot of fun stuff. So love it. He's doing a great job. So anything else going on in Tarot Cards? Do you do House Shark or unlisted owners?
I've been doing House Shark just because it's ridiculous. It's House Shark. You throw a ridiculous horror movie at me and I'm on it. Like, I haven't watched it yet, but I will. It has that Velocipaster sort of feel to it, and like, this is a ridiculous premise and I'm about it. Like,
well, they tend to show up on Amazon Prime too. They're real good about picking things that always end up on free on Amazon Prime. So if you have that, you're gonna get a chance to see House Shark.
I've even done it. Like, I rented Becky when they were doing that one, because if you rented it, you were able to get an extra card. So I was like, I'll rent it and watch that silly Paul Blart Mall Cop do a bad guy. So, and it wasn't bad. It was a silly horror movie, and
I've done the same.
It worth it.
I've gone out and I've purchased, I've VOD'd things for promotions on cards. And it's fun and it's stupid, and I feel like I'm supporting something that's worthwhile.
Right.
I've gotten really surprisingly invested in tarot cards. It started out as kind of a lark, but I've had so much fun with it. It's really grown on me, and I would put it at my number 2.
I fully agree with you there. Like, it's a lot of what I love about the trading apps. A lot of it is the community and the people that are doing it, because it makes it so much fun. And Tarot Cards is just phenomenal. Like, they're amazing.
Ziggy's in the back of the house going, well, I just heard him. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, well, I got something to look forward to after the show. So with Tarot Cards out of the way, I guess you know what time it is. Star Wars.
I realized a while back that long-term commitments just aren't my thing, man. 30 weeks, 3 ways to 10. I can't do it. It's too much. I got myself a brand new jam. I'll be keeping it weekly, baby. I'll be keeping it weekly. I'll be keeping it weekly, baby. I'll be keeping it weekly.
All right. The week that was in Keeping It Weekly.
Oh.
Yes.
So good.
The week that was. So let's see. Sunday. Editor's choice, nope, top choice. It was Zuckuss or Forloom, depending on, which action figure you bought back in the day, since there was that confusion back a long time ago.
Confusion.
Then Gilded Galaxy this week, you're working towards a little Dejaric scene where Chewie's playing Dejaric.
He should be allowed to win.
You let the Wookiee win.
And
Yeah.
pull your fucking arms off.
Right? And Monday for Heroes was awesome. We had Cardoon. That was awesome.
She's great.
Yeah. And then Tuesday, droids. It was a pig droid.
Oh, those are fun.
Those are
just
fun.
Manny,
I
Mel,
like
and Jack.
pig
Those
droids.
idiots.
Oh, those are great. And then featured creature. It was a blurg.
Okay. Yeah, they get a lot of Mandalorian content.
There was a lot of Mandalorian stuff this week. Yeah.
They like the Mandalorian.
Yeah. Well,
good.
so do we.
Yeah, it's great.
Great show.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
It's fun.
Then Thursday, fan choice tournament. But is it a tournament if you don't know who won? Really?
Did we ever find out
No.
that previous week?
No, we do not. We still don't know.
It's a mystery.
Was it Han Speeder or Fireball? Was it the Havoc Marauder or the TIE Interceptor? And then last week, was it the Battle Tank or the Snow Speeder? The X-Wing or the Aravana? Nobody knows. So if you like not knowing things, go ahead and vote for this week. You've got B-Wing versus Shadowcaster. Doesn't matter who wins or you vote for it. You'll never know.
No, I mean, at some point you'll go into like quarterfinals or whatever the fuck.
And you'll be like,
and you go,
oh, wow.
Oh, that one won. That's a surprise.
Okay, and then
I like surprises.
let's see. There's also Hammerhead Corvette versus TIE Bomber.
I went Hammerhead.
Well, of course. Yeah,
Pivotal role
Yeah,
in the Battle of Scarab.
yeah, so good.
Pivotal.
Yeah. So, we'll find out, in a month or so if anybody won. You never know.
Maybe nobody wins. Really.
Nope. Well, nobody wins.
Yeah, in war.
And no.
Mm.
And then you're obnoxious today.
I know. I drank so much Mountain Dew again already. And it's Mountain Dew Zero. I am diabetic. I'm not supposed to have anything with sugar and stuff like that.
You shouldn't have anything with caffeine.
I
either.
shouldn't have anything with caffeine, but it's so good. Ooh.
Stop. Then yesterday, Friday, was Villains, and I wasn't even paying attention because I was working, because I was trying to get stuff done because we were getting the internet upgraded, so it had to be done by 11. So I wasn't even paying attention.
You wanted to be done by 11.
I wanted to be done because shit was getting crazy, and everybody's like, "Oh, I need this now," and I'm like, "I'll do something, but I am off at 11, and do not try and email me."
Which they did anyway.
And they tried to call me, but I
So
didn't answer.
stupid.
I didn't answer. I saw it ring, and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm not picking up."
Sorry, I don't have any internet.
Oh, no, sorry.
Internet's all shut down.
Really, really busy.
Did the internet ever go down? I think it went down for like a minute.
I don't know.
It was great.
I don't know. But anyway, so the Villains dropped in the middle of that as I'm dealing with mess or whatever. And you're like, oh, I'm like, hey, who's the villain? You're like, oh, it's one of the Knights of Ren. I'm like, oh, is it Trudgeon?
It wasn't Trudgeon. I hate
Trudgeon, so I hated it. It was
failure.
It was Vic Kroll, and he sucks because he's not Trudgeon.
They all suck. They
No.
all suck equally.
Trudgeon is the best.
Really?
Yes.
In what way is he the best? Let's go deep on this.
I've just
I wanna
declared
know.
it.
Okay. Oh, that shit just happened.
It just happened. Trudgeon is the best.
Sorry, all
That's
the
the
other
name of the
Knights
show. Trudgeon is the best.
Okay, I'm right.
Write it down.
Okay.
Make a note, write it down. And last Saturday, before everything went apeshit crazy in the app, the concept was Geonosis Droid Factory.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about the concepts this round. They're pretty blah.
Well, I like the Geonosis because there's a little Padme on it because it's when she falls on the
Micro Padme.
conveyor.
Yeah.
Micro Padme.
Collecting everything Padme. You got caught.
Yeah, so yeah, they are. Yeah, I've seen that. So we'll see what we get in like half an hour-ish.
And that's it for the weekly.
That's it.
That's it for what we like
And
to call.
just remember, Trudgeon is the best.
Okay.
So Tops, if you're listening, I won a Knights of Ren tournament.
What?
That would be so fun. You could have the Knights of Ren fight each other.
In what way would they fight each other?
I don't know. Somehow have the Knights of Ren fight each other and battle each other, and then the winner gets to fight Kylo.
So you feel that Trudgeon, and then he gets killed.
The
winner gets killed by Kylo. What a great prize! Wow, like that could be a contest on the show. Hey, folks, write in an essay and tell us which Knight of Ren you think is the best, and whoever wins gets killed by me. I'll physically kill you in front of everybody on our show. Won't that be
Okay.
Well, a Trudgeon tournament.
Trudgeon tournament. It just got alliteration. It's just fabulous.
I feel like Trudgeon's not gonna win. That's the thing. You say Trudgeon's the best, but that's based on nothing. It's based on literally nothing. No, there's not a shred.
As are the Knights of Ren.
Yeah, there's a shred of evidence that any of them are superior to any of the other ones. They all die like punks at the hands of Ben Solo. So.
Yes, but one is definitely the best, and it's Trudgeon, right?
Exactly. She gets it.
Okay. Well, I feel like you're ganging up on me because I love Vic.
You're outnumbered.
I've always really favored Vic Rule. I think he's great. I like him a lot. He's got that little fishhook weapon thing. It's really dangerous, like a scythe or something. I don't give a fuck about any of the Knights of Ren. They're ghouls. They're ghouls.
Yes.
They're ghouls. I don't care for them, and I don't like how they track mud everywhere. And we've talked about their ship conditions. And
Every ship is a piece of shit.
Don't bring a black light inside. Gonna look like a Jason Pollock in there.
Okay.
Yeah. So Horde updates. I'm over 7,500 on Jana on whites. Pretty much locked on all my colors. And then I'm just behind. Jana has run up and passed BD1.
Wow.
But they're both just charging along. I started doing I was doing some inserts for base this week, which you've heard me in weeks past. I'm like, I'll never do that. That's bullshit. Who the fuck does that? Why? That's against all the natural order. And then I'm like, well, I had an opportunity to get a lot of really cheap inserts with coins this week.
Somehow, I don't know.
I don't know. I just had a lot of extra coins for some reason. And
That's
so
weird.
So I started offering orange women of Star Wars for base. Take an orange woman of Star Wars.
Yeah.
Leave me 9 base of my hordes, and that worked like gang. But man, I just couldn't accept fast enough on the things. So made great progress. I think I was at around 6,000 last week, so probably about 1,500 this week on both of my hordes. So pretty damn good progress, I would say.
That's about where I was at. I actually hit 10K for both Porg and DJ Whites this week on the same day, and I did about 1,500 over the course of the weekend, and then on Monday I finished everything out. Not finished, it's never finished, but I hit that milestone. I'm kind of debating whether or not I should at least start building up some of the leading ladies so that when wave 2 finally drops, I'll have some wave 1 that'll probably trade for client if we get it.
Yeah, I thought of you the other day because I bought something from somebody on eBay, and they sent a bunch of bonus cards too. And one of the bonus cards they sent me was, remember that baby Porgs card that I had sent you, that I gave you?
I love that card.
I got it back. Somebody came back. It's hideous, ghastly ass card. I didn't know what they were like. Oh, he needs that. I can't wait to get rid of it. Take it. So I have it back again.
It came back to you. That's how scary they are.
They look like mad balls. They look like those mad balls.
That's exactly what they remind me of. I love the Porgs, but if that thing rolled up next to me, I would throw it so fast. Like,
oh. Smack! You just there, guts everywhere. It'd be fantastic.
Oh,
so,
it'd be horrible.
Let's see. So, you're still not hoarding, are you? Nah, just got it. No, I don't feel it.
I when I get too many inserts, I do the inserts for the 9 white Leias, but
Such a common problem to have too many inserts these days.
I've got so many. I've got so many inserts, but I don't get much, and then I get bored and I put my phone on the side and I forget about
Throw it into a volcano.
Yeah, I just not feeling it. I mean, even doing Leia, I'm just like,
Doesn't speak to you.
no.
The Horde has not found you.
It doesn't. It has not.
Well, I liked your strategy of just kind of squatting on that Leia rainbow there, and you'll be able to flop that into if something does speak to you. I guarantee you, when those 5, 4, 3, 2, 1s, you can go, I got Leia looking for those.
I
It's
don't
going
know
to
if
happen.
I even want to do a rainbow anymore.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like it means as much.
It doesn't. It doesn't. It's.
Well, I have a new variant to track down, and that's. Well, first we'll talk about the set that they dropped on the 4th of July,
and that there was no VIP program yet, and that Wave 2 of base has not come yet.
Yeah.
So now we can go.
Well, we got really excited because you can see when they're adding cards.
The card sheet kind of updated there,
right, for a second,
for the purples, and it looked like they was coming soon, and then they were gone.
Yeah, so they did something on the back end there, and then it took it away, or at least
they're
took
like,
away.
"Oh, hit the button! No!"
Yeah, that was a sad promo moment for sure. Like I was
not ready.
Are you gonna hoard Trudgeon if he comes out for real?
I might.
Oh my! Trading Leia for Trudgeon. That'll fucking work gangbusters. Holy shit! It's like instant rainbow. That'd be fantastic. Yeah. But we hope that'll come soon. They've obviously gotten tangled in some kind of approval issues or something like that.
It's probably the language on the back of Trudgeon's card. Because they probably wrote on the back of Trudgeon's card that he's the best.
Yeah.
And Lucasfilm is like, is he though?
Yeah. They're like, the notes came back. Can you remove the term jack-off sock from the back of the card? Please? And then everything else is great. We just go ahead and get that out and send it back in, and I think we can rubber stamp that as done. So we're hoping to see that. But 4th of July, they joined the tradition of fucking up the economy like they do on Marvel by, wow.
What's more American than fucking up the economy? So, you know.
Hey, good point. Good point. And they, boy, did they ever. I mean, just
it's less of obviously it's less of a priority for them because in the case of the Marvel era, that went 10, 15 minutes tops, and they fixed it like that. They're like, holy shit, we're losing money like nobody's business. And they stomped that shit out really fast. This one, here's what happened. 4th of July set comes out called Americana, and there is a free pack for everybody in the app, and it comes with some of the cards, and it also comes with 30,000 coins. Well, if you went into any of the Americana cards and hit the little shopping cart on it, it would take you to that little secret store where the free pack never disappeared. So you could basically just blast that free pack for hours. How long did that thing go like that? I think they dropped
it. Like 4 or 5 hours.
I feel like 4 or 5 hours. I think they dropped it 2, and that thing. I know we were still blasting packs at like 5 and 6 o'clock in the afternoon, like to the point where it was like a frenzy, where basically you were tired of opening these things, and after a certain point, you kind of got this creeping feeling of holy fuck.
What have I done? I stopped, I hit kind of a milestone on my coins, and I was like, I think I'm good here. Then I went and opened some Women of Star Wars and some Outer Rim. I finished out those and then kind of bumped it back up to where it was, and then said, nope, I'm not going to touch it anymore. If it's still up in the morning, then I'm going to kill it because because everybody else is.
Puke and free coins.
Yeah, if I figured I would keep going. If this is a fix it Monday problem, then I'm just gonna run with it, because that's at that point like, okay, y'all don't care. But I can't imagine. Some of the people that must have gone on it for the full 6 hours. Like I've seen some high numbers on those Americana cards for
like I saw a guy that had somewhere north of 400 of each of the rares.
Yeah.
So they blasted the fuck out of that thing, and you got to think the farmers on eBay were like, "Oh shit! Unleash the dogs of war on this motherfucker."
Yeah,
They say they're going to do something about it. I don't understand what they can possibly do about it. Anything that they try to do that's punitive against people for going at that, it's their mistake.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
there's a lot of gray area there, but in times past there have been fuck ups like Sticker Mania, like Sigmageddon, the worst Freightgate, and then followed up by Crystal Apocalypse.
Yeah.
Crystal Apocalypse is the only time they ever really got into in terms of clawing back their shit, which was a line that they said that they would never cross previous to that. So, but even in that case, there was no punitive action against anybody, and that was real money. They sold out and basically had to trash a $1,400 product as a result of Crystal Apocalypse. So, in the coin economy, I honestly I can't think that they really give that much of a fuck. And the fact that it's been almost a week now since it happened, and we really haven't seen anything about it. They say that they want to make it so that the people that didn't know or chose not to exploit the thing don't feel penalized. So there may be a situation where they give out coins to people that didn't, but I don't know how they would even, the bookkeeping behind, how do you even figure out who did and who didn't and only reward the ones?
I told you there's a way to do that, but I'm not going to say it because then they'll figure it out.
Okay. Well, thank you.
I think that the way that they've dealt with it, the meditation chamber coming back in was a great way to get people to dump coins in.
Oh,
and
yeah.
They've upped those odds. Like it's
here's a reenactment of me when the meditation chamber went live. Okay, here it is. Just open packs, open packs, open packs, open packs, open packs, open packs. I burned off a shitload of those free coins on the meditation chamber.
Did you get a meditation chamber?
No, I did not. But I got so much base, and I need base. That's helped my hoarding a lot too. That I was able to reload, and so that was the part two of the whole thing, was that they finally did bring back the meditation chamber. Now, one of the disappointing things is that it's only in its own pack.
Yes.
Yeah, and that part does kind of suck. I wish that maybe you'd think, I understand putting it in all the packs will break the store when it sells out. Like, that'd be a way far off in the future problem, but
that's the thing.
Maybe they could at least.
Once again, they have underestimated how huge a number of million is. And when we're talking one, there's going to be 99 more of these pulled at 1 in a million odds. Let's see how long it takes for them to even pull one more new one. Yeah. They still, this been out there for days and days and days. No, there's still no second meditation chamber in circulation.
No, they should at least put it into some of the newer packs. At least put it in, like you drop a set, put it in those packs, because those sets have a definite sellout date anyway. And the chances of meditation chambers selling out before whatever the sellout date on a set is are slim to none. So it wouldn't break anything there. It just
put them in the claim packs. Put them in the claim packs, or put them on the wheel. I mean, on lock on.
Yeah, because that wouldn't break anything.
In the lock on pack. Oh God, no! We broke lock on. We broke claim packs. Who fucking cares? That's a place those should be.
Hard. Can you imagine having lock on and having a meditation chamber card show up like right at the end before like your refresh, and you don't have enough.
It would have to be in
the
pack. Like the Woman of Star Wars pack.
That's right.
It's just that void pack, and you open the pack, and it's just got base in it. But maybe it opens up and a fucking meditation chamber popped out. That would be amazing.
That'd be awesome. There's definitely ways around it that wouldn't break anything.
Well, I've got to think that he probably didn't feel terribly charitable towards the community about giving us more opportunities in a meditation chamber after we railed the fuck out of the Americana packs for so long.
Yeah, I was waiting to get scolded there since, he's in our group and everything. I was like, oh God, her side's going to yell at us. No.
Yeah, he's been pretty quiet.
But it was so American, though.
It was.
Raid and pillage.
Yes.
So.
Yeah. I felt like one of those robber barons of old. And I did exactly as you did, Ajamarie. I basically opened a shitload. I got up to a couple 3 million, and I was like, I better start spending some of this. So I went after Women of Star Wars, and I'm like, well, okay, well, I can finish purple. And then I pulled a couple of blacks and greens along the way. I'm like, maybe I could do black. So I kept just pulling and then getting more coins and pulling and getting more coins. And so at the end of the thing, I think I have about 2 million on my main, and I have a little bit more than that on my alt. Because you can only open, do so much. So
yeah.
But like I said, some people did go ham on it, and more power to them. It's not as stupid as things like we've seen where they figured out the code structure of the San Diego things, and they ran up the counts on something that could have been really rare and turned it into something that was just common garbage. So, we've seen worse abuses of,
because the Americana was going to be garbage from the get-go.
Yeah, it was, 4th of July.
Yeah, that's the only way they would have ever gotten rid of that many packs. Nobody would have gone ham on Americana.
Well, and then, of course, in the spirit of sharing the wealth, anytime I saw somebody in the feed was looking for Americana, I'm like, hot diggity, yeah, how many do you need? Okay, cool. You need all 9 of the rare, you need 9 rares? Cool. Here's 9 rares, and I'll take 9 Jana whites, and we're good. We're gold, baby. I didn't even try to advertise that. I would look anytime I saw somebody looking for those. Here you go. There they are for free for base.
Yeah, here's a full set. Take it, please.
Yes. Help assuage my guilt.
Yes, get these out of my stack. I'm tired of looking at them.
Yeah. So the other thing that they've done with the meditation chamber, other than not putting it in all the packs, which is stupid, and they need to fix that. They have a daily 99-cent bundle now that comes with 1 in 100 chance at the black cards that you get if you get the meditation chamber. If you pull the meditation chamber, like Monday through Monday, basically, anytime during that period, if you pull it, then you have access to a pack that has those black cards in them. And I don't know how that's going to work because nobody's pulled one. We don't know what it is. If you can just pull them, 1 per pack, or if it's going to be on odds or any of that stuff. But at 1 in 100 odds at 99 cents, it's your good daily deal, 99 cents for 250 crystals. Plus you have 1 in 100 chance at the Vader Black variants. My old co-host Adam pulled Ray. He pulled the Ray. It was the second one that got pulled, and immediately somebody hit him up in trade and said, "I'll give you $100 for that right now." And we're all like, "Yes."
Oh my God.
We're like, "Yes, take
accept."
Take the $100. Take the $100. And so he did. He sold it and made 99 cents spent, $100 back in his pocket. So great job. And that's exactly what I would have done, because those are going to go up and up and up, and they're going to find more ways to get those out. And it remains to be seen. I thought that those were going to be limited to 100, but apparently it's just going to be on this odds.
Yeah, it'll be odd limited instead of count limited, which is fine. That seems to work pretty well for right now, since they're not coming out with limited count stuff. It's been very effective when they change the odds. Like even if you look at the sets that have been released, they've went to 1 in 20 on since the coin fuck up. It's kept the card counts like really nice where they should be at for an uncommon set. I think that that guard set that just came out was
guards.
Low. It's a cool looking set. I pulled it just because I've got these coins laying around, so I don't know.
Yeah, a few extra coins. I actually didn't waste any of my ill-gotten coins on guards.
I did.
Guards. Well, give me a set.
I don't know if I have a set.
No, give me a set. And then so we'll wait and see what happens with Vader Black. If those are going to be available, as long as the meditation chamber is going to take to sell out, those are going to go way up there, because again, they have completely not gotten their heads around what a massive number 1 in a million is and how long it's going to take to get those goddamn things sold out. I don't understand the not wanting to put, it's going to break all the packs. It's not going to break all the packs for months.
Probably even longer than that. 1 in a million is 1 in a million. You could, my son was joking about setting up an auto clicker on his phone for when he went to sleep, just to open meditation chamber packs with his ill-gotten coins. It's like, you probably still wouldn't get it. You can run through every coin you have, and it's still
Yeah, I mean, if you had a thousand coins a pack, if you had 1,000 million coins after Americana,
Yeah, then
if you were able to actually put that together, you could literally spend every single one of those coins if you could figure out a way to ever possibly do it. Somebody do the fucking math. If you can open a pack every 3 seconds times
a million.
Give me a fucking break. Times a million. It's a huge number. They just haven't really got their heads around that. So hopefully, as this drags on and drags on and drags on, they'll realize that's why the first time out they only managed to have one pulled.
Yeah, that's why there's only one in existence. How long did they run? Like, how long were they in packs the first time around?
It was in like all packs. That's the thing. They did have it in all packs at that time, and then they put them in things that weren't particularly moving well. They'd stick them in packs of stuff that people already had finished and were like, oh, seriously, I'm gonna have to waste coins on that to try to get this thing. They never really got it put together again. So we'll see. Maybe at some point they'll just go fuck it, sell them.
Oh God, can you imagine? I was wondering like how much what the value is going to be. Like if somebody pulls one, I'm wondering what like the eBay value is going to be when somebody finally pulls one of these things. Like what value would you even put on a 1 in a million card? Like what?
But it's a 100 count card. That's the thing. Someday when we're all old and gray and shitting in our depends, these things will sell out at 100. Which is, it's not that low these days. I'm not shit talking it because I do want one, and I would do very well to get one. But I don't feel like I have to be the first kid on my block to get one of those.
No.
At 100 count. So we'll see. That's going to go on for quite a while. And then the other big news, of course, is the return of the Bunta Eve race.
I love those sets. Like I just picked up one of the awards from the the other one, the old award from one of the 2-for-1 traders the other day. I like the art. I think they're great. I think it's going to be fun. Like it's any little event like that. It gives me something to do on a weekend, and they're cool looking cards.
It's one of those first sets that Brandon Bernard worked on when he came into the app as the art director for Star Wars Card Trader, and really made a big splash with those because they're such cool designs. Of all the cards that are in them, and it is kind of a fun event. And we already see in the transmission, oh, Team Mahonic, fuck you, Mars Duo, and they're like, you can't say fuck you in the fan feed, and they're like, oh, fuck you, I'll say whatever I want. Oh, I got banned.
Fuck you again. Fuck you twice.
I got banned. I can't understand why. Said fuck you. You can't do that. So that's fun. And they've got bundles around that where you can get some crowd favorites. And then you also get a chance at the sabotage cards, which everybody, of course, Beastie Boys, sabotage. And that's fun. They have one of the bundles is really great. And it's one of the gold standard deals. And I almost feel bad about saying something about it. But there's been a couple of situations where they'd had a bundle where $250 for 99 cents has been like the gold standard. That's the best deal you're ever going to get on crystals. And in recent times, we've seen a few where 300 crystals for 99 cents. There's a bundle in the Bunta Eve thing that's $5 for 1,500, which comes to 300 crystals for 99 cents. So that's a pretty great deal, and it gives you some.
That's a really good deal.
Yeah, I like anytime I see 300 for $1, yeah, I'm spending money. I get the wallet right out and do that. Hopefully they don't realize that they're, oh shit, we didn't mean to do that. We're never going to charge 300, crystals, you assholes.
They'll sell a lot more of those $5 packs at that. That's the thing is it's people that don't always spend money on crystals. Like that's when I spend money. It's like, ooh, that's a good deal. I'm going to get crystals. Or when I'm backed into a corner and I'm like, oh God, I need to get crystals immediately because something is coming out.
I'm never going to finish Women of Star Wars Wave 2. So that's a good bundle and a good deal for folks and then, looking forward to the Bunta Eve thing. It's on a Sunday. So, it's kind of, what the fuck are we doing anyways? Housework, laundry. In the middle of all that, I can be racing my pod racer. Ooh, it's going to be so fun.
Which team are you?
I can't remember. I think Mars Guo.
Oh, I got Mahonic.
I think I had Mahonic last time, and he sucks, so he'll probably win this time.
Yeah,
It's-
I'm a honic
He's
as
probably
well.
gonna, you know, go into the rocks or whatever. He'll be that guy.
blow up.
Blow up.
They don't have that guy.
They don't have that guy. It's our favorite.
I love that guy. Yeah, well, he's so pitiful with that backstory and the wife and the kids and everything seeing him off at the race, and then he smashes into a rock. Daddy just got killed.
Wah, wah.
Well, Daddy. Daddy's bug squat. So, in the fabulous realm of ongoing sets, what's the most ongoing set ever?
Solo!
Solo Illustrated continues.
Series 3, Wave 3. Woo!
I gotta think
It's only series 3. It feels like it's so much more. It feels like we've got
Series
these.
3, Wave 3, which means
Oh.
the ninth.
Uh,
You know,
never ending. I
leg
don't
of
even
this-
really
this
want to keep
never-ending
collecting
march
it.
of death.
I can't stop now. You know, I've gotten this far at it. I can't just up and be like, no, I'm not doing
I can't
solo
stop now because I stopped a long time ago. I might have done like the first series, and then when it was over, I was just kind of like, and they didn't immediately go to series 2. I was like, yeah, fuck you. I'm not doing this anymore. So I've happily jumped off that gravy train quite a while ago.
I figure I can at least, you know, have a shot at pulling big some of his washing machine, air conditioner creatures, you know.
Yeah.
Printer with legs.
Yep. I always send those his way when I pull them, so that's
Me
always
too.
fun. I like adding to his little appliance army.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to pick those up from cross trades too.
Yep.
It's kind of funny when they overvalue them, and I'm just like, man, I really don't give a fuck about those. If you don't want the cross, you know, if you want to try to go crazy like this, I had a guy in Slam I was trying to do a cross trade with for those die cuts that came out yesterday, and he just had caviar wishes and champagne dreams for his pulled with coins bullshit, and I was just kind of like, wow, sorry it didn't work out, bye.
Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah.
I haven't had any luck trading with people from Slam lately. It's really difficult. Like Disney's been my best bet with cross trading. Like I've been just getting hella deals with Disney. Like I've kind of laid off with the sports apps cross trading because I don't know, they've been irritating lately. I think the Slam people are just salty from their app getting screwed up still. So.
Yeah. Well, they're probably really pissed off too because tier trading is probably great, big, huge fun in Slam.
Oh God.
No. So that continues, and then wave 2 of the Mandalorian Tilt, which I'm glad now that I understand that how that set works, and I just had to get one set, and I was able to pull it with coins, so that was nice.
Yeah, that's real good there.
I had enough coins to get those put together. That was nice. And I didn't feel like I needed to meld any of the avatars. I don't really care. It does seem like people are really active around melding for avatars. I see a new avatar come out for a set like that. What was that one with was this just the X?
The X.
It looked like,
remember that one.
did they have an avatar for those stupid Christmas ornaments?
Commemorative.
Oh, yeah.
There was one that's like a Clash of Sabers looking thing. It just looks like an X of lightsabers, and I see a ton of people with it. I'm just kind of like, God, it's a worse looking.
Yeah, I couldn't care less about the avatars. Like it's not worth mulching cards for.
Well, it seems like people like really go for it, and like, you know, immediately a new avatar comes out, and I see it, see the new avatar all over the place, and then another one comes out, and that one's out everywhere. So.
Yeah. Nope.
I'm a little disappointed in I look at my Janna avatar now from my monument, and it's such a small picture. You can't really even tell what she is. So.
Yeah, she's got, you know, that's that full body shot, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a full body shot, so it's not zoomed in, and you know, it's not like, hi, I'm Janna. It's like, oh, there's some person off in the distance in a field. I switched back to the OG vintage Han.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a better avatar. I've still got the free avatar.
Yeah, that's the Cadillac. You drive up in that, and everyone's like, "Oh shit, look out, fucking baller alert!" So that's what I want them to think when they see me. So comic covers came out again Sunday.
Wave 4. Yep.
Wave 4. So it seems to be an endless supply of those.
Well, there's a lot of comic covers. There's a lot of comics. Could
Yeah.
go on for a long time. I mean, if you thought Solo went on for a long time, comic covers can go on for a long.
And you scored again?
Yeah, I got a gold and a what is the tungsten in like the
Tungsten.
same pack.
Those tungstens go for quite a bit of money. I'm really surprised at the market on these things.
The golds go for pretty well too.
Yes, as you found out. She was contacted by somebody who's a very prominent collector of the comic covers, and
I was just kind of like,
contact her, and
huh?
he's like, "Hey, would you take $200 for that cover?" And she was like, "How would I even do that?" I was like, "Oh, here's my PayPal address. Tell him to send 200, and then you can accept." And motherfucker wasn't playing around. Here's 200 bones.
I was just
Just
like,
like that.
what?
You still have $200 to blow on whatever. You can.
I need to start investing in those packs and the comic covers. And I skip them because it's, I don't, as far as gildeds go, they're not my favorite as far as how they look. So I'm kind of like, I didn't realize that they.
The market is very hot for them because there is one collector that really is just like, I don't give a fuck. I want those, and they're collecting it out of them. And they obviously have Magic to lay down on them, and that's how you're going to do it.
Good to know.
I will spend unlimited amount of money to get all of those and watch me go. Okay, everybody get the fuck out of his way. He's probably got a bunch of guys that are like running him down for him to go, hey, I got that. Oh, cool.
Brought it to
Fuck's
you.
okay again? Yeah, sure.
Wow. Yeah, I'll definitely be doing the next batch then and trying my luck on that.
I usually do one jumbo, and like I pulled a bronze one time, and then without fail, she's in here. Oh, I gotta go.
Just give it
Gotta
here.
go.
Give it here.
Our child's phone emergency, our weekly phone emergency.
Hey, I've got 3, so I know how that is. It's
Such a grasshopper, not an ant. So those were cool, and she got another gold, and then she sold for $200. Hooray! And that was cool. And then we still have not seen the return.
Where is Jabba's palace?
After the brief return of Jabba's Palace 2, we've not seen it come back yet, so it remains to be seen. Maybe, I don't know, maybe this week. Who knows?
I don't know. I think they forgot about it.
Well, I've got a super rare, super rare 2-count Bib Fortuna still. So come at me. And I would
might
trade
stay
that
at 2
for
count.
we
were bad. We
I'll
don't
trade it
deserve
for
Jabba's palace.
a Black Vader, Rey, or Janna, either one. So that we're still waiting to see that come back. And then in new sets we had
Guards.
I made a really great song.
Oh my God.
And when that dropped,
To the tune of Walk Hard.
Yeah.
But it was guards.
Yeah. We're guards.
Don't do it.
Guards. It was stupid as hell.
And he kept on going.
I kept on going for a long time. I really should have written it down and recorded
Guards.
it. Yeah, it was funny. It made me laugh. So that's all I really cared about. But that's a stupid ass set. I guess it's only wave 1. So we'll see.
There's lots of guards.
There are a lot of guards.
A lot of guards.
Guards don't typically do well. They just stand by the door, and then they get killed.
They guard.
Yeah.
Guard, but they're always ineffective. That's the thing. They're like supposed to guard. They're supposed to guard. When does the guards ever oh, hey, what was all that noise? Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I don't know that I've ever seen a guard really stop anyone. Like, oh
No.
my God, the movie's over.
Yeah, they're more of a deterrent.
Yeah.
Less of an active, removal of issues is more of a oh shit, they got
It's like, oh, hey, look, Vader was bringing in
guards.
this Jedi and he's carrying a lightsaber along with extra. What?
Look at every bank robbery.
Let's leave. We'll go.
Yeah.
Nothing's gonna happen here. The Emperor's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Well, and then every bank robbery ever, where do the guards end up? Tied up somewhere.
Yeah.
Or a noodle in the back of the head.
Not a very good deterrent, even.
I don't think it's a great job. So I was like, hey, would you like to be a guard? No, I do not.
No, thank
I don't
you.
want to end up being tied up and beaten up. So today we're supposed to have the women of
Did
Star
you
Wars.
mention Galactic Die Cuts?
No, I didn't. I should, because I really like that set.
Yeah, that set looks really good for the bookmark.
Yeah,
Yeah,
those bookmarks.
bookmarks,
Everybody's like,
Yeah.
those are bookmarks. I have that bookmark. We have those bookmarks.
Do you?
As you know, because it's Star Wars merchandise, so we bought it.
Yeah.
Indeed.
But it's they're cool. And, you know, I was trying to figure out. There's no name for it, but it's like when you see cell phone footage on the news, and then they stretch out the same image on the
Yeah.
sides to fill the whole screen. They basically just put these little stupid ass wings on them and said they're die cuts. They could have called them, I don't know, corner boxes or something. Stick
Bookmarks.
a price tag on the top of it,
Bookmarks.
or just bookmarks. They've had other
They've
sets.
had bookmarks before.
Yeah, they have.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But they're nice looking cards. The art on them is gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
Yeah,
the
it is
trailer
really
on 'em was
pretty.
really hot, and a lot of people had a lot
Although
of
they
coins.
really aren't all prequel stuff, so
No.
that, you know, their copy kind of didn't make sense there. So
Yeah, and then the award is OT. I
yeah,
think
the
it's all
award is
over the place.
OT. So okay.
But they're great looking cards, and they have 3 different awards for each level.
Yeah.
So collect them all, and I was like, oh, they said collect them all. So guess what I did?
Collect them all.
I saw that.
I had to.
Yeah.
They said so.
They told you. They said collect them all.
Yeah.
3 different awards.
The two hottest ones, especially in gold and red, were the dark side, because that was a really looking awesome, super red. It was so
So red.
red.
So red.
Oh, read.
Red. And then the other one was the one with the Yoda on it. Those were the 2 best ones, and a lot of the other ones there was 2 of them with Django. Okay, a little more than we needed. That fucking Django.
Django.
Yeah, the card doesn't look bad though. I mean, they all
The
pretty
art's
good looking
really-
cards.
And then there was a Zam Wessel too. So I saw was it Jedi? Is it Jedi Jean?
Jedi Jean.
Jedi Jean. She came out of the woodworks for that one.
It's
Uh,
like
Yeah.
Zam Wessel pops up, and all of a sudden,
Yeah.
whoop,
Yeah, she probably got lit up on Twitter. She's probably like, "Oh shit, I'm getting added at. Somebody's adding me a lot."
yep.
Is that what it is? You
Yeah,
add 'em?
Adam. Yeah.
You at them.
Yep.
Don't at me.
Atting.
I've been added. I've got an attitude.
Oh, look, I see on the agenda you're like got speculation of new stuff.
I do.
What?
I do. Well, because
Speculation.
Wave 2 of Women of Star Wars is going to award today. Wow, I
is
think
it today or is it tomorrow?
I think it's today. I could be wrong.
I think it's tomorrow because the Women of Star Wars, that always is that's a Sunday.
Is it a Sunday set?
Yeah.
Okay, well, it'll be tomorrow.
But I
then.
still need some white, so stop.
Well, check
Stop
me
making
Not
it.
bad.
and check my alt too, because I finished white already. I still keep pulling them. But there's a bunch of subsets in the physical that they haven't gotten to yet. The first one we've seen already, which was prominent, was it Powerful Pairs?
Yeah.
The Power Pairs. So there are still, there's a subset called Legacy of Leia, which is an 8-card
Oh.
set.
Hmm.
So, because we are going to see another wave of these, the base at least. But we'll probably see one of these subsets for 2 weeks, and then we'll see the last wave of Women of Star Wars. So we've got Legacy of Leia, which is an 8-card set. So, and that's similar to the size of Powerful Pairs, isn't it? How many was that?
I don't remember. It was more than that because they found every woman and paired her with another one.
You women
Every
pair up.
possible one. So there were more than you would think.
They paired them up, and okay. And then so that's an 8-card set, and then they have Iconic Moments, which is a 22-card set. So pretty large subset. So that could be they could break it into 2 waves at 10 plus an award, or it could just see it all 22 tough luck guys, 21 plus an award, or they may break that shit up with different levels of awards, based on the rarities. And then of course, Weapon of Choice, which I've previously referred to as Womanly Weapons.
Womanly weapons.
Yeah.
I like that a little bit better. It's definitely
Well, I mean, it's just got such a great theme song too. So
Does
Yeah.
it?
does it though? It does.
Are we sure about that?
Yeah. So we may see one of those tomorrow, or they may just go to wave 3. Who knows? But that's I fully expect the counts on wave 2 are going to be for awards and all the cards, which are still hidden. Most of them, there's a few exceptions. Most of the counts are hidden, but I can see where they're sorting. They're much higher than the previous wave, and that has everything to do with Americana.
Yeah, all these coins just suddenly just from nowhere.
Yeah, I wouldn't have tried to do black if it hadn't been for all those free coins.
I wouldn't have tried to do any of it probably just because you get the white ones that you get in all the claim packs and all those. I would have just kind of let that go as far as it would, and then maybe fill in the blanks towards the end. I probably wouldn't have bought any packs, but I did.
Well, it's that white set's one of my favorites when people come after those for my hoard, because I really love, it's a free card and you're giving me base for it. I just think that's the best thing ever. I love it when people come after me for those and sending my hoard. I think that's just a match made in heaven. Free card for my hoard. Yay, I love it.
Yeah.
I
They've definitely
just
done great.
love it.
Oh.
So then we move into
That's all the sets.
is that all the sets?
I think
Really?
so.
We finished the week?
There was a lot. There was a lot.
Well, yeah, it was a lot. It still really
a lot,
hasn't.
but still no wave 2 base.
It
so-
hasn't ramped up yet. Again, I think happy days are right now because in a month they're probably just going to be absolutely hammering us with content. Everyone's been like, "Oh, everything's so boring. There's nothing to do. I don't like it." But when there's too much, then people are like, "Holy shit, pump the brakes!
Stop!
I can't do everything." And we don't have to do everything. It's a personal choice to do or do
What?
not. There is no try.
I don't have to do everything.
Hey.
You don't have to collect them all, even though it says collect them all.
It's in the name.
Yeah. So
I'm just dying on wave 2 base to see what there's going to be there. Like we're all just, we need to know what's there. Please tell me how crazy I'm going to be for the rest of the year with whatever characters, because the suspense, it's killing me.
well, it's not killing me. It'll be exciting to see new base. I'm gonna see what I've got through, but I don't have that much far to go, honestly, until I get to previous levels, which I'm comfortable at. I know they may actually go higher this year, but okay, if I've got 10,000 in the bag and all those other colors at good levels, when they say monument time, that's when everybody starts hoarding. Tons of people are going to start hoarding. And then people are going to go to Reddit and go, "Hey, why do people want to hoard a bunch of white cards of a character?" Like they do every day. There's somebody almost every day.
What's hoarding?
So can somebody explain hoarding to me personally? Because I can't use search on Reddit. I need to start a new thread and have somebody individually tell me what hoarding's all about.
I posted in the 5 minutes in the fan feed. I saw somebody in the feed saying, "I will literally pay someone to tell me what monument hoarding is." It's like, Google. Literally Google that shit. How? It's not that difficult of a concept to understand. And people are just, I go into the Facebook page and I posted my 10,000 on my hoard, and there was this guy that was in there laughing at everybody. Like every time somebody would post they're hoarding, he'd be like, "Haha, that's funny. You've got so many of the same card. Why does anybody do that? That's stupid." It's like, dude, you've commented that on everybody's post that's done that, and they've explained monument hoarding to you every time, and you're still like, "You got a lot of those."
You got a lot of white cards.
Yeah.
That's wow. Okay, you do you, bro. He'll be the one that's running around trying to hoard fucking Ray. With like a week to go on the melt. So good luck with that. Yeah. So not really much happening this week in the Discord. Kind of a quiet week, other than everybody sharing their ill-gotten booty or ill-boot and Gotti
Il Butengati.
Okay,
Il
Il Butengati.
Il Butengati. That's an old MASH joke.
The White Elephant started this morning for Reddit.
I saw that. We've got, I think he said 79 people, which is way up from last year. A lot of people. Did you ever get in on that?
I forgot.
I missed it out, but I got in it. He said there's a really very wide range of stuff in the White Elephant. There's some kind of ordinary stuff, and then there's some like, holy shit, somebody donated that stuff.
Awesome.
And our friend Tim Hazmat C got last.
He's last. I saw that.
He's the last pick, which means he gets to steal. He's going to have quite an array of things to steal, although you never know. You'd be, oh, that shit, I wanted that, and it got stole 3 times, and he doesn't get to it. But I'd rather be last than first in the White Elephant. I'm right in the middle of the pack.
If you're not first, you're last. So.
I'm like at 36 or something like that, so I'll be right in the middle of it. But he kind of rules a little bit, so it should move faster than it did last year. Because a lot of times people would stall. It would stall out waiting for somebody to respond. If somebody wasn't terribly active in Reddit, then the thing would just sit and sit and sit and sit and sit. So this one, it's going to move a lot faster because he's got a 12-hour time limit on people to pick or tough luck, get what you get and shut up.
Yeah.
So that's cool. Thank you for reminding me that's up and going. I think that's a lot of fun, and it'll go.
It looks like it's gonna be. I was excited. My son's doing it too, which is great. Like he's really getting into the Star Wars card trader now, and so he's really excited about it. I gave him one of my CTI dupes to donate so he could join in. So he was happy about that.
That's cool. It's a nice event. It's a hell of a lot of work for Dan Sigel.
I bet.
Yeah, he has to ride hard on that thing all along. So it's very difficult. It's a lot of work for him. So God bless you, Dan Sigel, for getting that going and then keeping it going. It's a neat thing and a fun thing. We'll update you more on that next week. Oh shit!
Yeah.
We'll drag some of that drama into our show. So I guess with that out of the way, it's time to go for What You Watching.
Tell me what you're watching on your TV tonight. Tell me what you're streaming on your iPad. Tell me what you're watching every day and at night. I'll be outside watching from the bushes.
Ajamarie, what are you watching?
Actually, we just finished. They had, the streaming app Shudder for the horror movies. They had a 30-day free trial to that I signed up for because they had rebooted Creepshow.
Yes.
Like the old Creepshow movies, and so my kids and I were like, hey, let's get that. It was actually pretty good. Like we finished out Creepshow. It's pretty true to the feeling of the old movies. We finished that, and it actually got me going to YouTube to watch old Tales from the Crypt, which is kind of what I've been on. Nothing really like fantastically new. Like I'm more watching old stuff, except for the Creepshow. I've been rewatching Umbrella Academy because that drops.
Yeah, new one's gonna be coming out this month.
Oh, I love that one. So I wanted to rewatch it before the new one comes out. But that's kind of been it. That's been taking up a lot of time.
Yeah, that does. The Umbrella Academy is fantastic. I want to see that Creepshow because one of the guys that did he wrote an episode of that. I think it's the second or third one. Is a guy named Rob Schwab. And he used to be on Harmontown all the time. He's friends with, Harmon from Rick and Morty. Really funny guy. God damn that guy. And he had his own comic called Scud the Disposable Assassin back in the big indie boom in the 90s. So he's a pretty well-known guy, writes and does all kinds of stuff. He also co-wrote Monster House with Harmon, which was a terrible movie and bombed like they had a concept that they liked and fuck it, they went with it. But I really want to see that show, and I loved the Umbrella Academy the first season, and I'm really looking forward to the second one. I was really surprised how far that one went. Really like that one a lot.
Yeah, well, we have the graphic novels too. My son's a huge fan of Gerard Way and My Chemical Romance, so like he's had those graphic novels for a bit, so we were excited when it first came out. He's like, oh, I know this, and like it's just aesthetically it's a gorgeous show, and like the storyline was great, so I'm really excited. I'm hoping they keep up the high quality of that first season with the second season.
I think they will. I'm mad at myself because I worked in comic shops when the first one came out, and I just was not into it because it was My Chemical Romance, and that wasn't music for me or any of that kind of stuff. And so I really didn't have anything to do with it, and I kind of missed the boat because now I see the show and I'm like, oh man, I would have really fucking liked that.
Yeah.
So who knew he, could write comic books well also?
Who would have thought? Like he's better at it than I think he is at music, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah,
it's more of
really
my
good. I'm
son's
looking
thing.
forward to that. And so what are you watching, honey? You watch everything, so
I didn't really watch anything new. I watched Hamilton again,
and again and again and again.
And I watched a bunch of little documentary shows and history stuff on PBS and some of the History Channel stuff. I was watching a bunch of stuff about Victorian England and nerdy stuff like that. So
yeah, we had a lot of fun then.
Yeah.
I think they actually did.
Okay, now you made me do it. So I watched this one. It was a two-parter, and it was by this one British historian lady who's got this little short haircut, this little short blonde haircut that does like a bunch of little shows they do nowadays, Lucy something. And she did this two-parter about Albert and Victoria's wedding. So like it was all about the history of their wedding, and like she figured out how the dress was made, and they had somebody remake the dress, well, as much as they could, because like some of the stuff, like the lace patterns were destroyed so that it could never be made again. So they did stuff like that, and then they figured out the menu of like this big wedding breakfast they had, and it was like just crazy shit that they had to eat, and just like really complicated, ridiculous dishes and everything. And they
pheasant's face.
Well, the one thing was like a whole bunny.
A whole bunny
with the ears.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's fancy. Super fancy.
Yeah. So they like remade and they like redid the whole thing.
You say bunny, I think like a baby rabbit.
It was like a bunny.
Oh my god!
With the ears.
The ears make it especially special.
Yeah, it was crazy. But they like redid like all the menu.
Chewbacca would eat a bunny.
He would eat a bunny. They redid all the menu and stuff, and then like the wedding cake was like 9 feet in circumference. And it like had a ton of brandy in it apparently, which is why you can actually still buy pieces of the wedding cake.
But would you eat it?
People do.
Really?
Because there was so much freaking brandy in this stuff.
It's just
preserved.
Just basically like.
Yeah, so there was so much. They were like, they don't understand how anybody actually could eat a piece of it and not have been smashed at the wedding.
They probably were.
They probably were.
Yeah.
And like apparently Victoria liked the drink, and she could like hold her wine. And the interesting thing is like they had all these courses of food, and she ate fast, which was bad for everybody else, because when she was done, when the monarch's done, that course is done.
Oh shit!
They take that course off. They take off the plates.
We're
done with that.
I barely got any of this bunny down. Come on, I'll take my fucking bunny away. God damn!
But she was like a
got 2 bites out of its ass and it's gone. This is bullshit.
But yeah, so I was watching that, and it was very interesting.
Well, I just had this picture of kids eating the wedding cake and getting fucked up. It's like, all my kids are in a coma over here. What the hell is going on? The kids waited for the cake. That's their favorite thing, is the cake. And now they're alcoholics. My kids got liver damage.
I just picture, she's got, she's a fast eater, and she has, she's a drunk. I'd totally hang out with her then. Just
right?
Yeah.
Right?
Warping down food and eating drunk cake.
Yeah. No, I'd eat a bunny with her.
Yeah. Oh yeah, ears and all.
Yeah, but it was like she was actually, very, very very clever in setting up the wedding. Like they had to do, the seating and everything and where everybody sat. And like she had it set up so that like she had like eye line with like her friends and like her governess who basically raised her, but like her mother, who she couldn't stand, was like totally not even in her eye line. And then like at the tables that they had set up, her mother was like way far away from her, not even in earshot.
Oh, that's got to be a diss. I mean, mom knew what was up. They don't miss
yeah,
much.
they didn't like each other.
Oh.
But yeah, it was very interesting. And then like they were just nerdy stuff. It's on PBS if anybody wants to watch it. And I'm sure nobody does, but that's what I watched. So what did you watch, Greg?
Not much. I didn't watch too much. We had kind of a weird week because our kid got sick. She had a stomach bug, and we were like, how did she get a stomach bug? She hasn't been to
We haven't
school.
been anywhere.
Holy shit, we're really freaking the fuck out. She had
What
a
did
stomach
she
bug
eat?
for a
What did
couple
we
days.
eat?
And that was upsetting. And so we didn't watch much of anything for a couple of days. She was really pretty sick one day and then kind of recovering the next few days from that. And so really hadn't watched. And then she asked me like yesterday, I think, hey, is the Doom Patrol like still a thing at all? Are we going to watch the rest of that? And I'm like, yeah. So we started watching Doom Patrol again. Really good show. We have 2 episodes left in the second season, but I think it's ongoing. I think there's new episodes still coming. So I didn't want to like catch up and run out and then have to wait. So I stopped and we have 2 episodes that we haven't watched yet. But that's a fantastic show. If you liked The Umbrella Academy, highly recommend Doom Patrol.
Yeah, that one's definitely on my list to watch. I just haven't started it yet because it looks like something it's like I'm going to want to, focus on. Like if I'm going to pick a show like that, I'm going to focus on it until it's done. And with Umbrella Academy coming, I don't think I can do them both. Like it's so close. I think Umbrella Academy drops on the 31st, I believe. So it's going to get caught up and have a break from binging, crazy comic book stuff.
Now, Doom Patrol reminds me of, in some ways, of a book series that I read years and years ago by George R.R. Martin, and it was a shared universe thing called Wild Cards.
I know that one.
Have you seen those?
Yeah.
Those are fantastic. I really love those, and they've been in talks for years about doing them as a TV show or as a series. And I think these days they could pull that off. I don't think that they could say, oh, there's too many comic book shows, but there's a lot of stuff about those that was really unique, especially the Jokers in that.
Yeah. There's so much that they could pull off now that I really hope we do see more comic book stuff because there's so much out there for comic books that they deemed unfilmable that they wouldn't do. Like Transmetropolitan, I don't know if you know that one.
Uh-huh.
Like that one's one that, for years they've said, we can't possibly do this one right. Oh, they could so do it right now. And so I'm glad that we're seeing more comic book stuff come in because you can do it justice now. So I love all the comic book stuff.
Well,
I'm a big
the
nerd.
Wild Cards thing was cool because you had basically like it starts out almost like Sky Captain in the World of Tomorrow or a Rocketeer type, like World War II-ish, or actually I think it was even maybe World War I time. And there's a bad guy with a blimp, and he's got an alien disease that he's going to release on New York. And the Sky Captain character goes after him, and everything goes to shit, and the stuff gets released on New York. And this alien disease either doesn't do anything to you, it could kill you, or it could turn you into what they call a joker, which basically it just transforms you into, you could be an alligator man, any number of different horrifying mutations to a human body, or it can turn you into a superhero. So you could be
wild card.
Yeah, it's the wild card. And basically those were the aces, and the aces have all the superpowers. So you got your Superman type characters and every different kind of really weird super ability that you could think of. They had a character called the Sleeper who basically he'd have all these, sometimes he'd be a joker, sometimes he'd just be a normal, sometimes he'd wake up as an ace and he'd have all these incredible powers. But that eventually he would have to go to, as soon as he went to sleep, when he woke up, he would be different. And so he would keep himself up with drugs and stuff like that and became more and more insane with superpowers. So that was kind of wild. There was one whose powers were tied to sex, which was a really interesting character. And this, in the Doom Patrol, there's a character who's almost like a Joker ace. There's a character that is basically a street. His name is Danny Street. And basically he's a whole street that has buildings and all these kind of businesses and stuff like that. And it's a place for people that don't fit, for outsiders, for people that are transvestites or gay or you name it. If you don't fit, go to Danny Street and you're safe. And if anything looks like it's going to come down, the whole place just teleports away to somewhere else.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's a really interesting, and it has a character because it speaks to people through signs and banners and all kinds of things in the town. And then
too cool.
There's like a cabaret place that Danny Street kind of runs, where all kinds of really interesting things happen. And then there was a part in one of the shows where they all got miniaturized and somehow Danny Street got turned into just a brick. One brick is all there is of Danny Street now, and then somebody broke the brick.
Oh no!
We're like, holy fuck! They broke Danny, and me and my kid are watching. Zoe's like, did they just break Danny Street? And I was like, yes. And we were freaking the fuck out, man. Spoiler warning, but I mean, we're really invested in the show and really like it a lot. So
That sounds great.
Still on Doom Patrol. Watch Doom Patrol. It's fantastic. You need to watch Doom Patrol.
It's on the list.
That sounds like it'll be one that's good, definitely for me and the kids. Like that's one the kids sound like they'll get into really well.
It's kind of rough. There's a few. There's not much with sex or anything like that, which obviously should be less offensive to most people than some of the violence.
It is to me for sure.
There's some violence in it that's like. There's a part where the robot guy just goes fucking nuts on some people and he's ripping them in half and smashing them into wall and they just go splat like they really would. It's pretty realistic and horrifying, the level of violence he puts on some people.
My youngest is 11, so I got an 11-year-old, a 12-year-old, and a 14-year-old, and they're really good about like self-censoring things that they don't want to see. If we're watching a movie and something comes up that horrifies them, they're just like, and they won't watch it. They'll enjoy the storyline, but if something horrific comes up, they'll look away for the most part, which is good. They know what they don't want to see.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. Well, that's pretty much it for another fun-filled week on the Hoardcast, folks. Ajamarie, I want to thank you so much for spending some time with us, a lot of time with us. It's one of those almost 2 hours that went just like that.
Hey,
yeah.
It doesn't feel like it. It was a whole bunch of fun. It's talking to you guys about what I love to do. It's great fun.
No, it's great having you. Really nice to have you. And folks, if you'd like to join us, you can reach out to us on we're Hoardcast on Twitter, hoardcast@gmail.com. We've got a phone number. It's 904-628-1138. You can call and say, Greg, you need to stop. Okay, just stop.
It doesn't work.
It doesn't work. I'm going to keep going. Can't stop. Won't stop. And then we're always on Reddit. We're and all over the place. If you'd like to join our Discord, reach out to us and through any of those avenues that you've just heard described to you. And we'll get you set up with an invite and get you in there and having fun in the Discord. We have a lot of fun there. So thank you again, Ajamarie. Thank you again, Padme1138. And thank you everybody out there for listening to us again. Arrivederci.
It's you.
Bye.
Bye.
We are Legion.
We are all.
We are one.
We are
Watching.
watching.